Okay, Jack, would you come up and join me? And Rob, would you bring your lovely wife with you? Most of you have run into Rob. You probably do, like I've done before. You've needed Rob's help. But Rob has been a staple in the IT department for 25 years. I know. For a while he was interim IT director and did a great job. He's led to, probably over the years, been a part of most of the major changes in that with the new telephone system. And I think we're all getting used to that now. It's not a thing, but it is. I can't begin to remember how many times I've called him and said, "Hey, Rob, this won't work." And he's always, and I know I interrupt him doing something very important, but he always takes the time to help me. And if one word I could say about Rob is he gets along with everybody, and he tries every day to help everybody he can. And sometimes in IT, that's not always possible. So I'm going to let Jack get a few words in, and then we'll make the presentation. And another 25 years here, y'all.
Rob has been a staple to the IT department, been there for a very long time. And you probably all know a gadget person, right? Somebody that's got the latest smartphone with all of the tech and all of the attachments and all the smart chargers and the smart watch that goes with it. Well, Rob is the epitome of a gadget IT technology guy. He goes after and wants the latest and greatest network gizmo or piece of software that does these cool features in IT, but it's that enthusiasm that actually helped define and create the network that the city has today. And he was the father of that technology. So his enthusiasm to IT technology is infectious in the department, and I just really appreciate having Rob on the team.
Those of you who know me know I'm not much of a public speaker, so I'll make this short. Dothan's my hometown. It's been a privilege to have the opportunity to serve for these last 25 years, and I just want to say thank you to all the city officials, elected and appointed, and especially to my wife for putting up with hurricanes and ice storms and midnight calls and things like that for 25 years. And I don't know if I'll get another 25, but we'll get a few in there. Thank you.
Next, I want to invite up the police chief and Randy Hall and Randy Hall's wife, Jennifer. Randy's been with us 25 years also. He heads up what we affectionately call the radio shop, but he's called on to do a lot more than that. He's called on to put up surveillance cameras at parks. He's called to put up surveillance cameras at Dothan Utilities. He's the one who comes up with the technology to do presentations in here. If it doesn't work right, he's the one we call to come fix it. So Randy's done a lot. He's seen us migrate to the Motorola system. He's seen us do the next round of the Motorola system. And he's the one who puts the cameras in cars. And like I said, there's probably not a department in the city that sometimes hasn't asked Randy for something. And those guys perform. And I know I sincerely appreciate it, Randy.
Yes, Mr. West, just to echo a little bit of what you said, the things that we do within the city, like the city's parks and facilities, security plan, we need to know how many cameras, we need to know everywhere. I can't pick on Elston, but I don't ask Elston, gentlemen, I ask Randy Hall. Randy does the analysis, he comes up with the price. He does things for programs like that. And they outfit all of our police cars, saving us thousands and thousands of dollars each year in money. Another example that I think we don't really think about as a division head, and that's what he essentially is a division head within the police department. In 2008, he had to look at the Motorola contract rebanding. And one of the things that Motorola said was, for every radio you turn in, we will give you a new Motorola radio. So Randy decided, they didn't say how good the radio had to be. So he asked everybody everywhere to dig every radio you could get out of every box. And he turned in all those radios, and they had to give us new radios, which has allowed us to not only sustain our fleet citywide with radios, but we've also been allowed to hand some of those radios out and issue them out to other jurisdictions, to other communication centers, to help bridge that gap in interoperability. So that's the way that Randy thinks. He's always thinking forward, just a valuable asset to the city. And I know Mr. West says another 25 years, but the only agreement that I have with Randy, and I'm sincere when I say that, is he cannot leave until I do. You all know what kind of an employee that is. And I want to also thank you for being here today, and Jennifer, his wife. Jennifer is actually my first cousin. So my dad and her mother, her brothers and sisters. So, but she's definitely the anchor in the household. So I don't think she's going to let him quit anytime soon.
Thank you. He's absolutely right. Every time I mention the word retirement, I see an unusual look on her face, and I know she doesn't quite approve for that just yet. But I've got to work as long as she works, and since we're the same age, it could be a while. So I know 25 years ago, I was looking for something to look after my family. I'd been laid off a couple of times because I was able to fill some slots for Desert Storm when people went off, and I feel very fortunate. When I was in school, I remember the communications class. I thought, why am I taking this? I'll never be doing this. And God always has a plan that's better than our own plan. And I just want to thank my wife, who she's always been at home by herself during the storms while we've been up here making stuff work. And she's been able to look after the family. And I want to thank everybody that, from Mr. West right on down to Chief Parrish, Captain Henderson, the guys I work with. When you get a job that you love, you don't really have to work anymore. And when you work for really good people and you work with really good people, then it really works out well. I just want to